if you think about it. Catseye not picking up Conrad, some bounces on the IS-4s on the cap as well.
Yeah.
Conrad would have been dead. Like, if Conrad dies there, it's one tank less. Because Jacob later took a shot from Conrad. Didn't get to kill Conrad.
Also the CS that was coming for the M454, not sure who it was, but basically the Defender CS and then the IS-4 preventing that kill by picking up the one-shot CS was crucial as well. So
which wouldn't have happened if Conrad was dead already, because Conrad shot him for 600 just before that.
Oh. So this means we find ourselves 1-0 up for Osdro, who also managed to convert their attacking round.
Good stuff there from Pulsar, but also I think Opor also did pretty well in regards to like the rotation from the 50B.
Țintă identificată. Bine am lovit, mai de una. Găuritului era nici, încercam să-l ghidonăm. Am găurit, firarea lui dracu. Prea butunar ai găurit. I-am dus sus cu în gură. Servantul e rănit, i-a căzut obuzul în cap. Bine am lovit, mai de una.
Like you had the mouse.
I mean, T6 did a lot of damage though, but Suza was alive until the end.
And the thing is, if you're on one shot, then yes, you want to, you just can't. And those IS-4s together with that mouse were just doing. I mean, Ozek, once again, it's the story of look at that, 2.6, almost double his HP in damage that the defending team shoot onto the mouse. And obviously, if you bounce a shot, that is just that DPM going to waste for the next however many seconds you are on reload. And him doing top damage there as well just showed how, or shows how well he was able to pick his engagements and to just delay the enemy, because that in the end is what the mouse realistically is supposed to do, right? It's supposed to soak up DPM from the enemies, it's supposed to delay them, and if it's possible, then you're supposed to deal damage back, and just beautifully overall played by Ozek, and obviously his team profiting off of that. And I just want to highlight, like, Kubash, yeah, he had one unlucky bounce there at the end on one of the M54s, but in the end, he always seemed to be where he needed to be with that bat shot, especially in those clutch situations at the end. That, we need to highlight once again, only existed because the Opor players didn't connect their shots early on.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, you know, if you don't pen your shot, you don't win the game. Maybe they should try 7 mouses key since they block so much anyways, right? Rolling Fortress.
Yeah, you would make a lot of Germans happy with 7 mouses, but I'm not sure if you would make yourself happy, because I don't think on a map like Ghost Town you would be able to win with that if the enemy team know what they're doing. That being said, though, Opor coming on with a triple M454, double IS-4, 1S Conk, and the Batshot.
In return, Pozdro, 60 TP actually, AMX M4, W100, an IS-4, an S-Conk, and a CS63. So an annoying lineup from Pozdro to play against if you're Opor. With those M4s, the IS-4s don't struggle. The S-Conk doesn't really struggle. The M4s, however, you know, IS-4, U100, it's a bit annoying.
Also, that 60 TP can be very annoying to play against, because, I mean, it's not as effective anymore when shooting HE, but still, he's got the heat with the, I would say, sufficient pen if the enemy tanks are out in the open. And then you just dump that 750.
It's 317, man. It's also annoying.
Yeah.
It's not like VK 350 or Russian Heavy's 340.
Yeah, I mean,
it does struggle a bit.
VK 350 is just YOLO at one point. Like, for example, an E100 can't really properly angle against this. Against the 60 TP, that's very much possible. We'll have to see. Over 20,000 HP for Pozdro, though, while Opor only coming in with 18,400. So 1,600 HP, make that a little less of an advantage now. 1,200 currently for the attacking team. Sorry, for the defending team. T-Sec and Sir Jacob now coming in closer. They know that the E100s, at least one of them are there. They did get that information, so now T-Sec is just gonna start sort of side scraping against this. And you can see what the 60 TP is being used for. Ozek seems to be a bit like, I don't know. He was looking around everywhere. Big hit though into T-Sec, and that is exactly what that 60 TP is good for, right? Peek out, give 800.
Did trade kind of even though.
I mean, Ozek took one shot and gave 800, but Timfet, like, that is nothing that Ozek can control. That Timfet takes damage. Oh, good shot into Rexa. I'm not even sure who that was by. Probably the S-Conk camping in the back. And Kuba passively...
anyway, yeah, let's get ready for this. So we
have
8 out of 9 in the training for Shaft. We have 9 out of 9 for Edda. And I have reason to believe that Shaft won't be running
that
9
double
German
E100
ships this
just putting in the work, putting in the hurt against that M454. That is 1k damage that you don't want to take.
The CS from Kubash has Lono's exhaust. So I think that's also why Rishak did not spot him taking A4.
So they're going to be running 9 French ships instead.
And we can see now Sir Jacob peeking the angle against the 60 TP, trying to prevent him from peeking into T-Sec once again. And we can see that Ozek would probably take one by Rexa and one by Sir Jacob, so now that trade wouldn't be positive anymore. He's just gonna chill there for the time being. Rishak also lying in wait there with the Batchat. If the 60 TP shoots, he obviously has a long reload, and then the Batchat would be able to profit off of that. Opor playing sort of a waiting game here.
They're freezing right now. They're hoping that Ortrek makes a mistake, peeks too much. Rishak gives them 1 or 2. Like, they're kind of freezing because they know Ketsai is in a... well...
Yeah, Ketsai can't go forward, can't go backward. He would be paying dearly for any and every kind of move that he does. Like, he can't cross back right because of the double E100. He doesn't want to cross left because of that IS-4. That would be giving him a shot as well. So, Opor waiting for something to happen, but Pozdro, they don't need to do anything. They can just wait this one out as it stands.
Look at Profuse equipment as well. So it's nice to point out he has optic on the Nesco. Also, guys, this is not meta for randoms, okay? Don't believe the stories. These equipments are for a specific purpose. At CVS on a pattern is not meta.
Yeah, I mean, some people, you know, try to go for that when they're marking tanks because they can't do it on damage only, but yeah, actually, why Profuse...
You should not be the one to talk that way, Kihan. You literally marked the Chieftain on the first day because you know the expectations would be too hard after.
I mean, you know, then again, I can say I had the first Chieftain marks on my U. Huh?
No.
Yes, I can say that.
No.
Hey, we're dropping in.
Anyway, Pants Fury and his buddy DJ driving into there. But once again, we see that power of that double E100. 1,000 for nothing. And T-Sec and Jacob now pushing onto the cap. Timfed obviously putting in some damage as well. And now DJ noticing he can't really go further because from the backlines that Superconk is passively farming. Timfed, another shot and the double E100. 1 tap, 2 tap, go. T-Sec just go into the garage.
There's on purpose there from the E100s as well. They decided not to shoot on Jacob and waited for T-Sec to be crossing. Now
if he's not a wargaming official casting it. Anyway, let's take a look. First time we're going to be seeing Trident in some sort of competitive tournament cast setup. I've seen it in clan battles a few times, seen it in various sort of modes. Not sure if I'm a fan of it, but we'll find out how the games are going to be going. So we've got one big cap here. Very anchorable from this island, this island, this island, this island, this island. We have a second cap here, anchors here, here,
yeah, I mean, those
here.
Double taps really
this
coming
one,
in handy.
cap
Always
here and here, and C-cap. It's a bit awkward around
he
the
knows
center,
he has the
especially when this
advantage
is
against the
smaller
Batchat.
variant.
Because yes, Rishak is going to be
clan battle format had this cap
but he has the hardening. So that means he's not going to go down towards one clip and he can just, you know, get those stings in from the side that are going to be those crucial shots into the backsides of the enemy tanks. That being said, though, cap is still going on. That's a pretty healthy tank on the cap that is going to be resetting at some point or another. Or Sir Jacob just drives out onto Timfed here. We can see Kubash not really having an impact currently.
We have Kremlin, Burgoyne, Des Moines,
dueling it out here. Ozek has even made his way very, very close towards the cap. Slightly unlucky roll here for Profuse, not able to pick up Rexa. Now from the sidelines, it's going to be once again Rishak taking a big one by the 60 TP though. The question is Profuse going to be able to reload in time? I think that's going to be the case. No fire, and this means the Batchat also goes down.
Yeah, but in the meantime, when you were watching this fight,
over the A-cap for Shaft, we're going to be sending Des Moines, Kremlin, Moskva, and Gearing. B-cap, we have a Z52. And over C-cap, we have Daring, Burgoyne, Des Moines.
This means that Pozdro is going to pick up the second round here on Ghost Town, making it
yeah, Gearing and B-cap, we have Moskva, Daring. C-cap,
I mean, they were trying to put up a fight, but in the end,
C-cap, we have Des Moines, Gearing, Conqueror. Now,
yeah, sometimes the resistance.
No, the Kremlin did not back this
bonfire, the more like a small
Alright, so Z52 Zill
would
going
like to highlight
hydroing this daring for probably the
Pozdrav
rest of the
I
game.
mean, Perfus with optics, the CS with North gets spotted taking the burst.
He's going to be nudging himself behind that
another
island,
good
and he's
thing.
also debated Mr.
From
Sepple here, who is reversed out into a wall of torpedoes, and yes, didn't have his Hydra on,
what did they do?
reversed
They
out in
waited
front
for
of a destroyer,
because Tisek
got slapped by 3 torpedoes,
and
and got
Tisek
picked
lost.
off.
He took one more from somebody
by
else,
Dento
and then
Daring.
1-2. W100, and it's Tisek down.
Good start.
Yeah, I think that was Timfet that was at the
Right.
hold on at the cap.
Following
That
that,
was like 2 or even 3 shots
Moskva is
from
now
the
going to be
crossing
running
into the
up
cap, and
towards this
then
island. He's
obviously
getting
that 1K
focused
plus
very
also
heavily.
coming in from the
Got Kremlin on it, the mine on it, Gear on
Yeah,
it.
just able to
Moskva
punish that
they won't
plus
open up. I don't think the
significantly.
Gear is going to be opening up, but the
There was a
Moskva, the mine,
serious
Kremlin.
timing for
He also should have a salvo
the,
available from this
side
going.
of,
Yeah, he is the going salvo as well.
Like they wanted to
He's
come
heading
back
full
to
broadside
Johannes and
to
make
it.
sure to stay in force,
No, he's
so
alright,
that they
he's
don't
alright, he's
tap
alright.
the crossing to the cap, right?
Zill and his
There's
every
two
two
of
going to be
them.
opening up.
But they
And
pressured
Moskva's
so
gonna
hard. They
return
only have to
fire. That's
pressure
gonna
them
keep
off the
them
first
lit.
corner, which they could do
Because
rather
this
easily, but
Gearing is
slightly.
out here.
But then they peaked all the way. The 100s even shot.
This Gearing should be able to get smoke screen down for the Des Moines. Des Moines will probably farm him out. Moskva, it's rushing mid-rails a little bit too
Not that
early.
it really
But he
would
just
make
pick
a
up
difference.
the Gearing.
Yeah, but it was
I'm not
just
gonna
so
get the resale.
impressive
I
to
don't
see
think
like
he has the
1K
angle
damage
to
popping off.
No, I thought he's going for the other
Right,
side.
that is like in those engagements below
And by
that
destroyer, I mean
200 meters,
Hindenburg.
that
Torpedoes, it's the
small
destroyer,
gun
right? That's
from
how that works.
100 can come in so handy because it's very, very snappy.
Yeah,
And,
1-500
this is
Moskva
basically
gonna be
how
bombed
Polstra was
very
able
heavy.
to secure the second round here, meaning now we are
Hindenburg
going
taking a big slap.
towards the map.
Sitting there broadside
Remember,
the
this
Kremlin.
one
Gets turned.
was
Oh my
basically
lord!
Polstra's signature map. Now we are headed to Steps. Which is
Kremlin has four
also,
long-range
like,
spurs.
I really like it in the map pool that there is a lot of different
it's,
kind of
two-ship lead now,
style of
yeah.
maps in there, meaning that
Right, over at the
you
Sea
can't
Cat we
really
see
pick a
the
team
smoke
if you
screen
only
of
succeed on
Vert
city maps.
and
You need to be
Zookeeper.
able
Des
to
Moines
have
has
a
range information. They ran into Des Moines.
for the different kinds.
Moin
of
Gearing,
maps.
Hindenburg,
You also need to be
and
able to
Conqueror. However, they do not have
a map where
a
you
Hydro
play
ring.
a lot of
Luckily,
approaches
the
camel
Gearing
instead
didn't
of
manage to take any of
just
those torpedoes.
individual
Neither
trades
Conqueror.
in the city or
Now
just
Hindenburg has
collapsing
Hydro ring.
somewhere. That is not something that is
Area.
so easily
Hargumo is going to be stuck in the back end of this radar. It's going to be a bit of annoyance for him. We've got 5 seconds left on it. Damage control was already used, so
people
different
like
from
playing
Vert
full
and Damel.
two, other people
Vert
like
decided to use his
playing
damage con early to be able to
rails.
like dodge a little
It
bit
all
more.
really
Damel
depends.
decided to hold his damage con for as long as
also
possible.
depends on
And the reason he does that is he doesn't
that
have
are
to
being
eat his
picked
fire
by
at
the
the end of
defenders.
it.
Sometimes you see Minos,
Now
Badgers,
Vert has to eat his fire
Opor
at the end
coming
of it,
in
full
with
duration.
triple IS-7.
Well,
That's the
second.
first time I think we see that tank today. Double S-Kong and the Badger.
Zill in the Z52
Supposed to
going
then
out for a
probably on
fight
defense,
here
I guess.
and running face first at the Kremlin.
Just as
Okay.
much,
I think you went for a
I don't mean
torpedo.
that
You're the one,
as
the
a
hunter or something there. But
No,
no,
CS, the bad, the triple S can be
Zill-
I7. And the reason
Mild
why the
overextension.
Mino here is because people would put an I7 before.
Although it doesn't really
and,
matter because the Moskva dies
the
and Zill
A6
gets
position.
dark.
There's a slight hold on there. But then people start
Shells
picking
is still
the
coming in
E3
from the Gearing
because
of
the
tonight,
E3
but I don't
can
think he
actually
landed it. Gearing has to pop a smoke here,
and
disengage.
the
That's
Mino and
not what you
Northern
want to do.
does not
Like,
get
I would have just tanked the
I mean,
20
I
seconds of
think
spotting
it
here.
can get penned, but the
That smoke doesn't really
the
help
odds
me.
are not very likely.
It's
So that's
very,
a
very
4-ship
if it's
deficit
a
for
little
Edda.
50-50 with the Yak Panzer keys, it's definitely not looking
Yeah,
good
no,
for
no,
an
no.
E3.
Anyway, though, very interesting opening by
The mine
Opor,
of
sending
Blast is
double
now gonna
IS-7
poke his
and
bow
Tron
into the cap
directly
here and
through the
try and
middle.
do
That's
something.
not something you see
He
often.
doesn't have a
The
radar
Tron
already. He's got a
immediately
Beguine
gets
walking around the corner
spotted
of his
the
face.
IS-7s. Not
Beguine
seen
does
as
not
of yet
overmatch the
Truban
Des Moines, but that
taking
doesn't
this,
really matter
eastern
when, like,
position
you
here
know,
with
you don't
that
actually
Batchat.
kill it.
He would be spotting anything that comes through basically
Conqueror
the line.
gonna deflect
But that
most
is
of
not
the
the
Beguine
plan by
salvo. He
Opor.
gets
They're
some
sending triple
health.
heavy through the one lane. They're sending triple heavy through the middle. And Batchat just passively to cover here. I'm not sure they're
And the
doing
Gearing.
themselves big
Not
favors
forced
here,
error.
because Conrad has a 3. The Mino
hard
is
spotted
also
by
behind the rails,
the
and
Beguine.
the IS-7 and C1 to receive. So that is a
Aragorn
lot of
and Mine
HP
both
that
gonna be
they're
opening up on
pushing
him.
on right now, and I don't think they can effectively remove that HP as it
He's
stands.
still spotted, actually.
I'm not sure what.
Drops his torpedoes towards the bow of the
Opor is-
Beguine, who I
Opor
think
is
he expects to
trying
go
to
around the
do
corner on the mine, but he's like,
Are they going to
he's
continue
he's
peeking
sat there
against
watching.
Yossi? Because it does look like Getsai is already going for that.
Conqueror,
I want to
back
peek
being
Yossi
forced
and
far
down.
further and further away. Doesn't want to be sitting and
Getsai
getting
takes the
far by
first
Hargumo
amounts of
Mine
damage,
at
and
this
then
point.
DJ clipping out on him as well. But Yossi is going to do very well here and survive. Trying to
Yeah, that
stop
was,
them from. I mean, I don't know.
pretty
Opor
clinical.
needs to push Kono. They don't have a
Yeah.
choice. They're completely
Went
locked.
around the
They
1 line,
have
went
to
down
go.
the 10 line,
I
and
mean, Yossi by himself
steamrolled
is going to
everything
kill
in
the
the middle.
entire team here.
Pretty much else
taking another good trade against the Kram, the Batchat from the backlines by Opor, not really seemingly able to farm him properly. And now we can see that push through the middle, why a few teams does it. As soon as you have that CS in A3, Conrad pretty low here, and he doesn't really have anywhere to stay safe because he has T-Sec and Rishek to his left, and he has the triple heavy in the middle. So I think they should be able to just blind shot him out of there. It's just 2 hits required.
They should be able to technically blind shot him to death, however, it's not as easy as it sounds.
And I think
it sounds a lot easier than.
Yeah, obviously. But over time, they should be able to put in blind shots there without really getting tagged in return. He seems to have found a spot where they don't expect him, though. He can only be shot by T-Sec and Rishek realistically at the moment. And he's like on the outside of the bushes where they don't expect him. Now Rishek trying to peek over. I don't think that one connected into the middle. And to be honest, Pozdro is doing a good job of holding, even though their Batchat got spotted in the south. But Kuba is still like, Rexar can't kill him.
Yeah, the Rexar also has double S-Conk in support. I mean,
next game isn't scheduled to start late E15, but we'll probably catch game 2.
If it comes down to it, has a lot of coverage from behind. And also, again, Conrad with the Learner's Exhaust might potentially be getting spotted by Rishek if he didn't have it. But now he's kind of sitting in the open, you know? Like, he's actually kind of in the open.
But him not moving means that he retains the higher camo value from being stationary, and now I think Kuba...
Yeah, but I'm saying he might not make it even there. In the open without...
Yeah. So, good stuff by him. He probably knows exactly how, like, what the distance is of when he's getting spotted, and that is why he's just sitting there and not moving. So, good stuff by him. Nerves of steel, I guess, but it's working out as it stands.
Working out. I mean, there is some map control being taken here, though, by Opor. But... I don't think one S-Conk on the 7 line is going to achieve too much here.
And the thing is, Yosi, like he's not playing as aggressively as he could right now because he is sort of afraid that Rishek and T-Sec might peek him, but he could actually start trading against Kepler, in my opinion. And also, DJ.
It's so risky, though.
Yeah. Not really a big fan of that either. Like, especially if you're this low in the crown, if you're not sure you can do at least 2 shots in your clip without taking retaliation in turn.
No, that was just not worth it, no.
Yeah.
Because even Conrad could have hit him for that if he could have done it unspotted, right? Or the second S-Conk is there, DJ's immediate. I mean, he is a one-shot now against the I7, so... I mean, because he Ketsai and Souza grouping, though.
Now they're both going to get spotted. Good shot by Yosi here, which is going to enable both of the IS-7s to now start picking. How much do they take in return is the question. Souza, a whole lot is the answer. Yes, he's now a 1-salvo, but if he is able to take out one of the IS-7s for this, he's not quite able to. Good shielding by Kelsai.
Good shield. And Conrad is spotted again, though. No, Conrad is spotted again.
Oh, down to 1 shot.
He should fall now. Now this time he should fall. If he doesn't, it's
disaster. The fire and the light.
Finally,
and the sea and the ships.
That is really good for Opor. And you gotta say it, in the meantime, look at this. Started getting even out. They have made this middle push makes a lot more sense now. That it's really just the designs to kill Conrad.
And also look at that S-Conk in like E8. That's a lot of control onto the tanks. Oh, that was a sad miss by Rexar. Like he actually, that was actually unlucky. And this is going to enable Kubash to now start peeking him. Good shot by either of them. And now
that is just the game returning the favor.
Yeah, exactly. And both of them
like
now
how
on
they
reload.
both immediately go on reload.
Yosi, DJ once again trying it. He's not able to convert his shots.
Yeah, he did get one. He got one.
He got one.
He got one, and Ketsai peeks out and gets the other one to pick up Yosi. So now low HP is on Opor, but if they can keep these guns alive, they can do something with this. I mean, Rishek and T-Sec, they cannot get pushed here. But the main health is now on the Perfuse-fed S-Conks, right?
Yeah, I mean, those HE shots into Olsek, they're not really going to achieve anything except maybe knock out some crew on the Mino.
We are getting away into game
happening on the other side is what we need to be watching soon. As DJ once again starting to unload his clip here, seems to possibly have shots. Rishek and T-Sec still not committing on
so Line of Fire Shaft going to be running a Kremlin behind Master Henry
Kuba
Colbert, Shimakazi, daring Derek.
Rexar. and now Timfed also being forced down.
Meanwhile,
to
for
sort of
Edo, we're seeing Kremlin, Burgoyne,
doesn't have a hold
Domain,
down to play
Moskva,
with, doesn't have
Stalingrad,
anything to
Hindenburg,
play
Gearing,
with right
Daring,
now.
and a
Just
Dare.
starting to get farmed here.
We all need, there's one question we all need to ask.
I'm not
Is
quite
this
sure.
man a member of the Church of Colbert? The Church of 1 million DPM.
Even if he was in the game right now, or if he wasn't lagging, I don't think it makes a difference because of the fact that Kubash in his bad shot but dropped so low.
We have
that
ourselves a
Rexer could
disciple.
push him. Even if Rufus is there,
A disciple
I
of the
think
Church of 1
the
million DPM.
path falls, right? Kubash
Reload mod.
falls to
Heavy HE.
Rexer,
Yeah, man.
right? And then in return, not just that, you have
That's
all
the way
the
to play
tanks
Colbert.
coming from the DE.
Yeah,
like
none of your
i7s,
range
the
mod
Krans who
malarkey.
all survived on a one-shot, but they would all be
Heavy
arriving
HE.
to overrun
Is he running
Fus
double rudder?
and
Is he
his
actually running
friends.
double
I
rudder?
think
I didn't
maybe he
check
would have
that.
killed 1 or 2 tanks, but it wouldn't have made
No,
the biggest
he's
difference.
running-
And
he's running-
believe it
he's
or
running
not,
concealment
Opor,
module.
with this initial push that seemed to
It's
get
fine. It's fine.
absolutely
Look, we'll let him off.
brutalized,
Let him off.
vandalized, has kept all 7
there's
alive
definitely
until the
stuff
dying
happening.
moments
There's
of this
definitely
game as Suza
definitely some
picks up
gaming.
Kono, and it's actually Opor
There's a
who
large
wins
amount
their
of gaming
attack.
happening.
And I guess it makes sense after all.
It's not
Yeah, I
full
mean,
church.
they
It's
took a lot of
church-like.
damage,
It's
but
church
I guess also
adjacent.
doing the
Right, anyway, let's take a look at the initial deployments here on Land of Fire. Over the ACAP, we're going to be sending for Shaft. We're going to have the Shimakaze, Colbert, Burgoyne. Meanwhile, with a B, we have Moskva, Daring, and then over at CCAP, we have Henry for Daring, Moskva, and Kremlin. Meanwhile, for Challenge, Edda.
Yeah, he's not going to
Over
be
at the
too
ACAP, we
happy
have
about
Gearing,
that one,
Mine,
because as
Burgoyne,
soon as that
BCAP, we
8-3
have
position is
Stalingrad,
gone, that is a
Daring,
lot
and over
of
at
threat,
CCAP,
a
we
lot
have
of
Kremlin,
crossfire.
Hindenburg once again, then
just
Moskva, and
eliminated
Daring. Not really a
for
fan of
the
Hindenburg going up the talent. We saw earlier on, didn't really work out very well.
In the end, very
Henry fought much
convincing
better suited
scoreline
that
of
job. You can actually
7-1,
send Henry
making
all
the
the way
score
like to that
2-1,
side of the
and
map, and
now
then just turn around and say, no, I don't want you pushing to me. Because like the
Yeah,
Kremlin
seems like
Hindenburg
they're
push we saw up here, it's kited. So if there's Moskva goes on this side of the island, and there's Henry stopped
Like I said,
positioning
the
kiting
Kubash
there,
getting
Kremlin's
behind
just
the wall
they do
and
nothing.
losing the HP
Nothing
rounds
these guys
against
do.
Rexar is so important. Because once this happens,
They
Rexar
just push
can simply
forever,
push the wall
and
and
this
kill
side gets one.
Conrad.
Especially with the
not
Shimakaze called
Conrad,
there, the unique
Kubash.
combination, I will say.
And even if everybody shoots him, if he doesn't die,
Daring
because
and
we don't
Daring
behind
will
the
be
wall.
ass spotting
Yeah.
each other.
The
here
issue for the
in
double
recap.
S-Cook would be the angles.
I don't think I actually
You have a
spotted each other.
Kran
They
above you.
had like 2 ships passing
You
in the
have
night.
I-7
Didn't quite see
speaking
each
you.
other.
You have another
The guy getting a nice little salvo into his broadside.
pushing you as well.
Down,
So you cannot defend the 2 against like 5 or 6, even if they're low HP, just because of the
Referee gonna be
the
dumping
left
some
gets shot by one,
torpedoes.
right gets shot by another.
Maybe
And if you wait and sit there, the
a
batch
slight
will
issue
simply
for
reload
the
it.
Burgoyne when he turns
Gives
out.
you a clip from
There
behind.
might
They were
be an
still
issue for
fine.
Burgoyne. I think
And
the
then they
Gearing
just go to
should
cap.
be safe
It's
from
the
the Gearing should in theory
so,
spot these for that. Unless
one
Burgoyne decides to
scoreline
turn full
we're
broadside and
finally
goes back
putting up a
behind the
fight here.
island.
They're looking
That's
to
a radar out
equalize
from
the
this
scoreline
Moscow.
once again.
Yeah.
This time,
This might be.
depending on
He might have
steps.
baited his guy here. So if the
I think we're seeing a
Burgoyne's
lot of
gonna turn,
surprise
yeah, guns on this
Like
thing.
we're calling a lot of the
he's
maps
not
like,
interested.
should be
Burgoyne's not
one
interested in shooting at the radar Gearing. Why would I do that? Well, I
so
can shoot
far,
at
a
it.
lot of the maps actually going 2-0, and it seems to be like
Darwin,
the
Burgoyne
teams
instead,
that
do no damage.
prefer, playing on maps, even though they didn't
Mike,
make it,
torpedoes
taking the
pass,
victories,
no
which is
issues.
very weird, because especially like in the
Shimakaze
first match,
smoke screen
it
for the
was
Colbert.
a 2-0 on the
Well, actually, be a
other
quite
map
painful
picks.
thing for the Command
And,
to decide to make a run.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's continuing here, but like those 2-0s on maps
Take a
that
look
are
at that
supposed to
smaller
be
build around
1-1s is kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
here we go.
to see, in my
Zill
opinion.
opening up now on
Well,
the
we'll
Des
see
Moines.
if it's going to be 2-0.
That's not a leg mod to mine. He's running
I
heavy
probably
APs.
could.
Survivability
I mean, on the
expert.
first one,
Demolition expert.
defense should be
He's running
favored,
first
but
rest module.
let's see if that
reload
really
mod
converts.
over.
But yeah, an interesting attack.
Legendary control.
It looked a bit
Gearing
iffy from the beginning. I
is-
think they were maybe missing an angle or two.
Gearing?
Because I think even
I'm
the
looking
Mino
at
got a
both
good clip
apparently.
on
The
the
Gearing is
defense
also
speaking
running
from the middle of
target
the
res
game.
module and no
He should be
legendary
fully
module.
countered. You know, he should be like dying for that.
Ring RPF and Demolition expert.
Yep. So let's see
There are
what
things
either team brings for round number 2.
Gearing
on
decides to open up
steps. I'm mostly interested
Against the
in
Shimakaze in front of the
if-
Colbert. I would not
if-
recommend this.
what kind of
Colbert's hurt
is brought
a lot,
by
especially if you're a
because
destroyer.
That is a big factor in how you play. And Oppo on their side are bringing triple I7, double S.
Yeah, that was
Badger,
not
and
worth
the
it, my
Minotaur.
man.
Yeah, so they also pick in the Mino.
Wait.
Like we saw Postro, but Postro this time 113, double I7, Kran,
I think you need turret arrest on Colbert. You do.
SCRV usually screams 9-0 line more than it does.
Well,
1-2
back over
line.
at B.
Put him on the big hill.
Not much happening.
To the cap
Back over
with
at
the
C.
I7s. That is
Even less
usually
happening.
what this kind
Looks
of
like
lineup means and wants to
the
achieve.
Kremlin Hindenburg
because there's no
pushes
really other position
nowhere
that
near.
makes sense if you want.
So, I mean,
to,
we didn't see, last game we didn't see the Kremlin
Kubash is
and
gonna get a
Hindenburg
lot
get
of
here
info.
like 11 minutes in. I don't think
Exactly.
they're going to get there yet. This
to
steering is
this,
currently caught deep in its
Estonia
Russian's
the middle
radar.
of the field.
12 kilometers
Is going to
from
see
Moscow.
Tisek. I don't see.
Oh my lord! He just had the soul slapped out of him, and now
if you
Dento's
look
going
at
to come
it,
around the
look at
corner and
Rexer.
potentially
Right,
pick the
this is
kill
it.
off as well. Here we go, Dento.
They're going this
Itchy
way.
salvo
in
comes out,
case
takes him
that,
down.
Pozdro
Gets on
would go
spot
down the
immediately,
middle like
nothing
they
else
did.
around.
Yeah.
Hindenburg and
So
Kremlin,
that's not the case.
nowhere to be
Tisek once
seen,
again
no
getting
way to help
spotted
that
out by
situation.
Kubash.
And now,
he has no
Yeah.
real way of knowing in which exact bush Kubash
Well,
is.
back over here.
I'd be very surprised if he even tried to blind fire. I mean, every shot you don't take, you miss by default.
I think Zil might have been farming the bug out a
Conrad
little bit
taking
there.
one hit though. Not even sure who that was from.
Shimakaze torpedoes towards the domain.
An
and
IS-7
blast.
being pushed up
Ouch!
this far
Shimakaze torpedoes
is going to
hurt.
signal to Opor
One
that
torpedo takes
indeed
about,
what the
you know,
SGRE is signaling
14K there.
is going to hold true.
Next
I
wave
don't think
comes
Timfed is
in.
going to try to fell any kind of trees here, because that would be immediately screwed.
Ouch,
Okay.
that's dead
If
mine,
HE doesn't
even
expose
with
his
Hydro.
hull, so good
However,
stuff by him.
Hill,
You can also
you
see
have
how
a
much
slight
he
torpedo
shows.
issue of your own. Oh no.
Three fell the wrong
Well, that's
way,
getting
because
screenshotted.
He wants cover from the front, not really from the side, as much.
You can see
Any
the
more, I'm
shots
sorry.
whizzing past though. They obviously
Back around the corner.
Yeah, but he wants to knock over the 3 now towards him, so he actually has coverage.
Oh, he got spotted for that
right,
one.
we
though.
have,
The Bush is
Begonia
there
Begonia
once again,
action
not
over here,
holding
though.
true, but I think he's able to get back down into cover.
Alright,
The
Shimakaze
SGRE
at Ret decided that he wants to try and pick up this kill on the
that
Begonia.
should
I mean, the
be
Begonia doesn't have damage
Hansfury
control
not
available, he is
really
on
able to peek
fire.
Hansfury giving one
He
into
might
one of
actually be
the
able to get this
crossing
kill.
IS-7s. That was Conrad. And now Opor,
Yeah, he
once
should be able
again,
to get it.
triple heavy
The Begonia doesn't have
commitment
a heal
into the
build
middle
for
this
another
time on
20
their
seconds.
defense.
Belmont fire.
Yeah, they're
Like on
pushing
2k
down the
health.
middle with Suza, Rexar,
He's
and
dead.
Tisek. Kubash right now does not see any of them. He could end up surprised, but I think he reaches the bush on the right.
He sees all three.
Orchak though just committing onto
Right,
his
over
Panzer
here,
Fury.
there is
They
a
see
thing
the
happening.
IS-7, they're not waiting
Conga,
there.
conga,
They
conga,
know,
conga.
and a Fury is on fire.
Well, the conga
And a
line actually
Fury
was
goes
like,
down, and his
regular
Esco
double
guys Pozdro
And
pull
yes.
a quick number
So
on
Finks
that
and
Esco.
Henry
With the
or
information
Vert
they
is going to be
have.
charging
Good
forward
stuff.
at the back of
Good
this
reaction from
Hindenburg.
Pozdro. And now Rexar
Finks
going
drops the
through
smoke.
open in his IS-7, not having a good time either.
Just like he dropped
Opor
50k 4
is
times last night in
scrambling to
Discord
get back
Poker.
in this one. Fed does get spotted out, but luckily enough, he's not on the top of the hill where you see it on creep. Oh, Yossi!
That was a
That
30,
was
yeah. It's not real money,
hefty
don't
amount
worry.
of
Finks
damage
is
towards that S.
Especially not.
1-2-3. Bit of an overpeak.
The thing is, though, the time is on for 30 seconds, and they need to make those decaps happen.
Mr.
Which
Johnny
means their
is
tanks
now
are
gonna be
going to be
charging towards
exposed.
them.
Good shots, though, right now. Good trades coming out of
I was
Opor,
about
but
to
I
say,
think
Moscow
Pozdro is
might be able
just
to pick up
about
the
to
kill on
strike
Dento here,
back.
but no,
Both of those
he's dead.
bad shots, Rishek
Got the
and
going.
Kuba trading it out
The gearing
currently.
got
Good shot
Shimakaze.
once
And
again by
it's all going a
Timfed,
little
who is
bit
just
deep tongue
making
for our
that
friends at Eder.
SGRV gun work right now, and we can see now Pozdro slowly but surely starting to edge away in HP. Tisek, he can't really push Kono because there's
Got a
the
smash trash
SGRV,
here,
there's the
now gonna
Batchet,
be
both of
diving
those tanks
out.
behind
Is he gonna be
Kono
able to
taking
torpedo
one,
beat
but I
between
believe
these?
the
No, he
IS-7
doesn't
probably
even
had
go between them, he's
actually
like
big
straight aside
damage
them.
onto Kono, and now
Daring and
Ozek and
daring AP
Ketsai are
action,
starting
both of them,
to trade it out.
trying their
Conrad
best
and
to angle in a
Masui
way
want
that
to have a
doesn't
piece
involve
of that
getting blapped.
Escon
Eder
that
just-
just
at the
starts
Eder daring
melting. The
will win that
Grandang
trade.
also
Henry
seems
Ford
to be
takes
off
down
of
Hindenburg in the
reload.
background
Ozek
there.
trying to shield Conrad here, but it's
but
not going to
unfortunately
work, and
Moscow
now
picks Daring on the way
Ketsai
out.
able to
Leaving
kill
this
Conrad, but
lonely
is that going to be
Stalingrad
enough
here.
is the question.
And it should be still alright
To
here.
explode for the victory for
Pozdro.
Shaq,
Rishek
taking
does
on
still
1 point
take a
in the
really good
series.
position against Kubash, who is now going to be in kind of a no man's land in the
Congratulations,
back
Shaft.
shot. He dips over,
And
trying
then
to
we'll
run
find
away
my
towards
next
the
game.
middle. Tisek and Zuza right now do not have an opportunity
no,
to shoot
that's
it.
not Shaft.
But it's
That
coming
doesn't say
rather
Shaft.
close, and a lot of penetration issues there from
This is
Pozdro.
Shaft.
Conrad bounces shot on Ketsai. Kubash bounced to him.
I said that was a series that
well.
one.
Kono bounce.
In such a
Yosi.
Or even gets the high roll onto Tisek. Now Zuza is kind of alone here. He doesn't have a way of angling his turret towards Yosi and the 113. On the other side, Kubash and Rishek once again the double batchet, or rather the batchet on either side trading it out. The Mino getting set on fire, but the 113 isn't going to help Masui to pick up DJ.
Second fire
And
from Masui.
all of a sudden, Pozdro has 6 tanks remaining against Opus 3.
I think ever since they got that first kill on Tora of Panzer Fury and his Escog, it's kind of like disaster, right? For like Kubash gives the info on 3 tanks push in middle. They're like, okay, 3 tanks push in middle. The batchet probably as well. We peek and we kill the Escog.
Yep.
It's good stuff. Really good stuff.
Yeah, the reactions by Postro really on point. I mean,
yeah, so they're currently still in a Trident game. We'll get out of this and we'll get the new game
into the side of Escom, and all of a sudden the IS-7s, if they just overpeak, give 1k per salvo, then Escom that is supposed to basically delay to give those resets, even with HE onto the turrets, it just melts away, and then you're forced into doing a reaction that is going to be, well, you quickly have to come up with it, and we all know the quick decisions not necessarily the best ones. Now Cap being almost completed here by Postro, they're gonna put themselves on match point.
Yeah, good stuff with Postro there. I mean, yeah, Opor did pull a number on them on the attack, right? A good number, but in return here on the attack, and the interesting thing to me, Kihan, is that their lineup is very telegraphed from Postro.
You mean as it screams what they want to do immediately?
It really does scream what they want to do. And with the Mino, they don't have to be too afraid of a 1-2 push. And the SCRV really wouldn't make sense for it. Like, you don't bait that way in 77. I mean, you don't just pick a tank which can't do anything really outside of that, just to pretend. But having like the triple IS-7 in that position is more of a trap against a team that is wanting to play 1-2 right now, because then you just re-push the middle and kill them there.
I mean, the damage numbers here coming in. Nothing too crazy on the side of the defenders. On the attack side though, it wasn't the STRV completely farming. Instead, Ozek just, you know, showing what he's made of. 15, 15, 12 with a Kran gun. Almost 6k damage. That is, in 77, a crazy amount of damage.
Yeah, or like they're doing very good. And the Kran utilizing its strength to burst. And in regular, but the Kran has been nerfed. Yeah, boys, the Kran has been nerfed, but the gun is like a little bit more annoying, but everything else is...
So, setting up,
well, it's a little
slower, but
yeah,
that still doesn't matter of time.
Exactly. If you're in the face of your opponent and you're peeking him all down, then the changes don't really matter. And he's just beautifully demonstrating that here. Now, that is Ghost Town and Steps both gone. Moravanka was banned then by Postro, and Tundra then being picked up by, rather picked, we have to see if they pick it up, by Opor, by the Resistance here. Yeah, Tundra, I almost feel bad for saying it now, it's supposed to be a 1-1 map. Supposed to be, we'll see. I mean, Steps also supposed to be a hard 1-1, but the other way around, so I think I'm just gonna hold back and keep away from predictions as to how it's gonna go, because the teams are gonna prove me wrong anyway.
I wish you did the same in Map Guides, actually. I wish you had the same energy on different aspects of life. If you ever, guys, I just want to point that out for everybody on the stream. If you've ever played Cliff and you feel like your entire team goes 1-2 line, there's only one guy to blame, and it's on the other side. It's this guy here.
Did you first point to the wrong side, by the way?
Yeah, it's because it's mirrored, bro. It's because it's mirrored.
I mean,
this is a...
Wait, now I need to think. Now it cuts away. No, I wanted to point towards you. Anyway.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard when it's mirrored, Kyo. It ruins your sense of of direction.
Yep. Anyway, Tundra though. Very interesting map. We saw it during the Winter Invitational, and there are some new tactics got tried out, with which I think caught a lot of the EU teams off guard, but that in turn means that a lot of people saw that this map can also be played differently. So I'm kind of excited about what we're going to see by either team now, because obviously if they didn't play, they will have watched it. So let's see. First of all, the Opor lineup: 1 IS-7, triple S-Conk, double VZ, and T-Sec playing the Leo 1.
Yeah, okay, so,
Leo 1, I've always said that I prefer just having another S-Conk, but
next.
That's just me. Pulsar in return, VZ, S-Conk, 4 M4s, and a 60 TP. Yeah, I stand by it. I'd rather have another S-Conk.
Yeah, paid versus volume 2.
Yeah, I really like the Leopard as a tank for I'm not a big fan for 77. I mean, we have this conversation every single time that basically, yes, the Leopard is a good gun on a mobile platform, but that's sort of it with the positives, right? You don't have a lot of HP. I mean, T-Sec has HP boost on it, but you can't push with it, and to be honest, like, either take a CS or take an S-Conk. I agree with you there.
I feel like just later on in the game, you have more out of a CS or an S-Conk extra than you do out of the Leo. Because the CS can still bounce and be annoying.
Yep.
I think it's a good spot though.
Right, we have 9 out of 9 ready on both teams.
We say, oh, Leo, good gun, this and that, and then, you know, the shot just decides to go into the bottom of the track anyway. So I think Ozek even saw T-Sec, and to be honest, if you miss with a Leopard or miss with a CS63, you're going to do the same amount of damage, which is 0. So, yeah.
And we've dropped.
By Postural, I would say it's kind of unusual that the VZ is not punishing. From what I can see, it's not trying to punish the Cross.
Alright, Pid, you're going to be running Yamato, Kremlin, Des Moines, Salem, Moscow, Henry, Ford, Daring, Clever. Meanwhile, Daring 4 going to be running Kremlin, Conqueror, Des Moines, Moscow, Daring, Clever. That's a 40 comfortable one Darings.
Instead, the VZ from C4 is probably...
You have a lot of firepower on this, especially if, like, if you've got Moscow for long-range firepower.
That's not happening as of now.
You have to do a
the
lot
most
of
positive
heavy
thing
control with
say
that.
right now about either team is that
A straight-up DPM race.
so everyone's playing very
Salem, Des Moines, Henry
everybody's
is
winning right now.
probably going to beat out your Des
T-Sec
Moines
getting
Moscow.
outspotted in
Like,
the
sure, will help with the slow burn, but it's not gonna. It's not front down with the Kremlin. Like the big AP damage, the big dev strike tank.
It's gonna be like 690 from them 4. I know we can roll 700, but come on, man.
This Des Moines probably gonna be for a lot of suffering. These 3 Darings, however.
Leo.
I see what send one of each camera.
One shot coming out from one of
That's
the
the
VZs
assumption
by
anyway.
Opor.
Take a look quickly at some of the builds while everybody's getting into a deployment position. We
Yeah,
have Daring
Opor is trying to establish
Superintendent,
positions and trying to gain more information.
This
but
Daring
so far
is actually
they
running
aren't
for
really
Rolla,
doing
this
anything with
Daring's
that.
running,
And also,
that's not Daring from Moscow.
with that triple
running
S-Conk and that
relatively
double
standstill,
VZ
legendary
and that
module, this
Leo,
one
to be honest, the
Kremlin,
only tank that can really push somewhere
none
and
of
hope
the-
to
none of the
bounce
special
any kind of
effects,
shots is the IS-7.
This Moscow's not running leg mod.
They rotated though, it's
gonna
gonna be a no push from Opor.
This
They don't.
Conqueror is going
It
full
might
conk.
be a small
This one
map,
is running
but
a
you also
special
need some time to work with.
module.
And
This
right now
Daring
it's
is gonna be
going to
running off,
have to be a north
Is
clear
that 3
from
different Daring
them.
builds? I think it's 3 different Daring builds.
Oh,
No
this
unified
is
approach
gonna
taking
hurt.
it. We have
even
this Des
that
Moines
VZ
here,
that I
who's
talked
going to be
about
running
earlier,
legendary
Conrad
module. We
in
have
that,
this
VZ55.
Clever here,
It's
who's
just
going
going
to
to
be
do
running
1k and then dip.
It's 2k
the
alpha
standard
immediately.
build. I
when
would
you
call
keep
that the standard
moving.
Clever build. Apart from maybe I would take
And we
charge
can
of
see
the rest.
Rexa has been pushed up here in that
Mugu
IS-7.
here and
as I
his
mentioned.
Daring.
He's probably going to be the battering ram.
This Daring here of
And we'll see
Jester is
how
going
much
to be
the
running
space
same
down
build.
in the
No,
sides of
he's
that
taking
IS-7
torpedo
is actually
floating
going to
chances
profit
IFA.
him
Also,
on that
Jester's
cross.
taking
Let's see when... Oh, he's already
the
spotted.
module protection, the engine rudder protection over the
That means
Hydro
Conrad
module.
is
Meanwhile, over here for
does have the
additional
information of
31,
where
we
he needs to
have
turn his
Feels
gun,
Brawler
like the VZ gun
F
can also be
Clever.
kind of iffy sometimes.
Mine with leg mod back
But
here,
if you know
Yamato,
people are going to be crossing
PSC with
somewhere,
leg mod
it
and
eliminates the
wrist.
timing to...
Salem of Otten has run with no commander build. Well done, Otten.
672, I believe that was by
Ready
Kono.
build.
So finally, the M454 gun
Definitely won't be shaming
rolling
for that one.
pretty high.
That's why we look at builds, so we can laugh at
Rexa,
Otten.
It's pretty
Sorry, there's only organisers.
unfortunate.
Alright,
DJ
anyway.
and Jacob
Stuff happened in the early start of this game.
4 minutes.
We see a bit of daring
Good
trading
info.
between MJS
His Conrad is still in that bush. He hasn't left it. He
Corey,
knows
yeah, and it looks like Corey came up a lot worse. Let's take a look at the deployment as well again.
And like,
So, here with the A cap, Clever, Des Moines, B cap, we have Salem, Yamato, and Daring all barreling towards the island of death.
Buzzer's not in the-
And then we have over at
double
C cap,
VZ,
Daring,
what does it achieve?
Moskva,
I thought they were
Kremlin,
sort of
Sport.
supposed to heavily punish him
for
there, but Sir Jacob getting spotted, taking one
opponent
now.
CI4,
Pansfury
we
and
have
Zuza also
Daring,
already
Kremlin,
spotted
Moskva of
on
the
their
A cap, B
approach.
cap,
Conrad
to be manned
taking
by
one,
Moskva,
taking
Daring,
two for
Did he
free.
get tracked?
Bomb there, but this one's grand.
Think
Then
he
we
might
have
get double-
Conqueror,
it's not
Des
a
Moines,
double
Clever,
track?
hover over to C cap.
With
The
the
bears
double
reversing
VZ,
towards
no,
the
but
opposing
finally,
Daring.
the double VZ arriving from the side. Timford is going to take one by one of the S-Conks. Finally, Pansfury and Zuza springing into action, taking damage though, and Timford, he can just drop lower and let Conrad and Yosi let them do the work for him. Sir Jacob now taking one by Kubaj as well. Trades starting to erupt everywhere, but right now Postro with the HP
back over
advantage.
A, it looks like some Daring on Daring.
Both with the HP advantage and also the positional advantage. I mean, these VCs are kind of in no man's land right now. DJ takes one from Conrad. Now Masu is also arriving. Kubaj fallen back as he should. I think they want to clean up Fed or Kubaj. If they both connect their full clips, they will be able to take Kubaj out of the game. However, with a VC, making sure you hit 2 is a bigger ask than most people know. Kono, in the meantime, is pushing onto Rexar as well. Good good shot from Jacob. A secondary good shot from Jacob. Now it's on DJ Kubash going forward because that's what you do with the M4. You try and face hook at the scenario. DJ now has it all to do. Can he pick up the M4? Trying to get a side plate. Does he get it? He does not, and now it's annoying. And M4 face hugging. T-Sec says, I'll help you, DJ. Do not worry, as Rexor in the return is falling, bouncing his last shot as well on towards Kono. And now though, what does O4 do? Because now they have an issue. Home run is coming, Masui is coming, they're going for Fury, they're going for Zuda. Fed is going to push forward because he has to. Fury is also trying to push forward. He doesn't know where else to go. He goes into the crossfire of everybody as now DJ is coming to pick up Fed. He will get him together with Jacob. Conrad might fall by himself. But still though, nice shot from DJ, big shot Conrad. Conrad kind of in no man's land though, in the AMX M4, DJ has to shield Zuda, or just take the shot that way. But T-Sec now from behind, DJ coming from the front again, and now Kono realizes he's in trouble, realizes he has to run, but I think he's waited slightly too long as now Zuda still Amarak is not going to be able to give a shot, but DJ gives one, DJ is going to give a second here as well, and the cap will start an O4 turning it around here on just a sliver of HP, is making it happen as now the cap gets started, and now Pozdro at 1 minute 16 needs to find a way to reset.
Opur, though, with 2 guns more in the game. Currently, it's only 3 remaining for Pozdro, out of which 1 doesn't even matter. The southwest fight that we observe right now. The S-Kong, first of all, is going to win on DPM, and second of all, the cap has been started in the north. It is double tank on the cap, meaning it would succeed over time. This in turn means that the Pozdro tanks need to leave their position, but we could just see Masui completely getting melted there. Yuzi also spotted. This means that Opur have all the information on every single tank. The third tank is going to join the cap also.
I love this.
Yeah, the 60 TP is just going to lose out in the 1-to-1 combat fight against Ketsai here. He does get picked up the S-Kong, not missing a beat here, and now 5 seconds remaining on the cap, so Jacob giving side shots, and Yosi, he will try to go towards the cap, but it is going to complete, and Opur, with not the best of starts, I would say, able to turn it around into the faces of Pozdro. They're gonna put another point
Damel might be in trouble.
On their Tundra attack.
Actually, it might be. Damel's in a lot of trouble right now. There's a Kremlin about around the corner, into his face, gonna shoot his teeth out. Damel, I wish the best
Conrad and Masuya, I think, in this AMX M4. Overextending, I guess,
after all, he's fine.
Because DJ came together with Jacob, and VC was in no man's
well, I say fine, but there is
like
more
important.
Actually, he's fine from that as well.
I think it was
that was completely
what did he
get out?
He gets some trading
Bono could have run away earlier.
Moskva isn't.
And he took like 2 shots by the Leopard that he wouldn't have had to take either way, like if he runs earlier.
Des Moines DPM is not something to be sneezed at, by the way, and if the Kremlin screws up this night, the Kremlin might have hit the belt there. Alright, so we have more torpedoes coming in towards the Kremlin here. Are these going to land? Or is he out of range once again? These torpedoes were in range, so we got the trade, of the Kremlin for the Des Moines. Honestly, I think you'd rather get rid of the Kremlin.
To be honest though, I feel like every
especially when you've already picked up the enemy Daring. Okay, so that leaves it's Moskva Daring versus Kleber and Yamato and Daring. Potentially recontest this if they want to. Right? Meanwhile, Otten and his radar are going to be picking up the Daring of Initial 20.
But somehow
we're going to stop the smoke and farming this out. Meanwhile, over at sea, this Henry 4 push from Davil, it went and it's still going, and it's now stopping violently.
What's the last time he jogged up a month?
He's doing a last-minute desperation turn, trying to get his torpedoes off.
Something like that is not the best sign, to be honest.
Henry torpedoes right at mounted the back.
Last jog you
mounted
did
right
was
at the
elevator to make sure that you got in.
Is he going to connect with them? The Des Moines is
I think
he's going to take one on the bow.
I mean, the emotions of either probably also in an elevator.
He's still burning, he's still flooding. His heal is not available for 7 seconds.
It was a couple of weird rounds that we have seen in this match.
I don't think he floods out. I think he gets the heal up.
I really liked watching the steps round, but I think
he gets the heal up.
Really not the most fun to play for the players because it was such weird interactions, and I think it was also very chaotic now on this Tundra.
Reassessment of the situation. B and C currently in the control of Shaft, however they have lost their Henry 4 here, so it's now
do
the Moin Conqueror and
like,
Kleber
you
versus
have
a
this
single
opening,
Kremlin here. The
then
Moskva is
the
in
enemy
position to
stabs,
hold off
this is your
the
reaction
Daring
to
is
it,
going to rotate back and then
as soon as
support the
something
Kremlin.
completely
Salem
unexpected
of
happens,
Otten
just
is
completely comes
currently
down
like,
to this,
you know,
well, every
dueling
single
against
player
Frost.
has
Salem
to
I would usually give the
coordinate with
advantage
the
in this,
6
but when
others
you
in
forget
that
to take
team and then
commandos,
make
it might put
decisions.
a little bit of
So
disadvantage.
that
We have the
starts
Kleber Daring battle.
spiraling
Look, we
into
might want
those
to try and
weird
make a
kind
play
of
around the
interactions.
back of that Moskva. They might try and go for a double Daring
but
fight as well.
close
This Daring
rounds
can
are
easily
always
win this
super
HP
hectic.
duel here.
And Polzdro had pretty chill wins.
This Daring is kind of out of the battle. This Moskva is kind of
Almost
way out of the battle.
at least the
So with the rotation of this Daring on here, they can get that in front of this, potentially get a kill onto.
Not like this.
No, it just wasn't really close.
I don't
dude.
really
like
get
the
the lob
steps
on
one,
this.
where they got the
They might need
Esquins
to be
for
very
free,
careful
like
because the island
attack.
spotting around here is
I think
very
that was just over
jank.
from the
Very,
beginning.
very jank. If he
And I
goes a
don't
little
think
bit
they
too
struggled
far,
too much on the
he
ghost
actually,
stunts,
I
like
think
their
he might get
defense and
spotted
ghost stun.
from a line
I don't think they
across
like
here somewhere. But
struggled at all.
He might
We're
get out.
worried at any
If
given
Arianber
point,
is going to
like, we're
run
gonna
back, yeah,
lose.
he's fine. All right. So
Yeah.
Arianber
attack,
doesn't have
yeah,
a Damacon available. He can
was
use that
closer,
whenever he
but
wants.
still.
Things will try and get dark around
the
here.
attacking
Just go
ghost
safety
sound
while
was
he waits for
pretty
his
much all
Daring
over
come
the
up because he's
place.
going to reinforce him.
Now, though, they are
Lord
going
Damon
to
might
be
have to
Postro
rotate
that
back
is
in there at some
attacking,
point
I
soon.
believe, on Tundra.
But
So
all eyes
if
currently are on this
everything
Kleber,
goes
who might be
according
going
to the
for a
script
rush.
I wrote earlier today, they should be
Nah, you
winning
don't
now,
love that rush,
but yeah, we have significantly
looking
diverted from
directly
the
at you,
script
no.
already with that first match. That also was a cracker.
That's going to leave them just
let's
in
see
a
how it
world of
goes.
hurt. He's now got the additional 20 Daring raining down on his face.
You will
He's
see.
kind of caught Bowin against it.
Yeah, we'll see.
What was the possible tiebreaker? That would be Moro, right?
Okay, so points taken currently in favor of Paid. They are up by 340
I
points. There is
do
currently
not
4
remember
minutes left on the clock. They are blocking
heart,
C-Cap,
yeah.
and there is currently 10 minutes left on the game
I
clock.
can tell you
However,
though that the tiebreaker was
HP
for
is very, very even, and
just
ship
remembered.
lead is very, very even as
It
well.
wasn't the production
However,
was in both.
the-
I just did you hear production? I think nobody on the stream heard
Firepower
production, therefore
advantage
there
is
is no
probably in
production.
favor.
All right, Opor coming in,
Taylor,
trying
they
to
love both
avoid
Battlefield
match
Live
point being converted
and Salem.
against them.
Team
And
Daring
they're
is
coming
clever.
in with a 6 CTP, a double M454, triple IS-7, and the S-Con.
Polzdro in return, double M4,
Aren't really gonna
double
be
I7,
feeling the
double
lack of his
S4,
commander build.
yes. 2 of each makes it easy. This with Kubac, who doesn't have any friends, so he has to play this yes.
You know, he like, well, let's take a quick look at like a normal Des Moines build, see what he's given up. Actually, let's not. Let's go watch what happens with this
It's
Moskva.
going to be a nice team to play, better than the Leo. Ooh,
trying to
Profuse
make a
taking
play onto the
33
Daring
damage right at
Kleber?
the start of the game.
This is either going to be
Crucial HP
brilliant or
this
terrible, and I don't
Not
know
really,
which.
but,
You either get dev struck or you get two
I
kills.
don't really like if players are not being careful at the start.
So he's trying to edge himself round.
Like, that is avoidable. And if it comes down to this...
And additional 31 is dump this trophy.
It's very heavy north though
dump them.
from
Okay.
and not spotted at all actually because
Look
I
at
said
that.
it's Rex
He's
versus
dead.
Zuza.
Yep, both these DDs are dead now. Just
That's another trap,
being
though.
left in the lurch.
We see Kubac sort of with the
And also, the
standard.
club has dived
I
in a
would
very
say
awkward
CS
position
opening.
because that's
Profuse
probably about where
arriving
you want.
to
No.
sort of,
Just
get
to make
back
it
up.
work.
Good shot by Kubac into cat side.
He hasn't really got much
Pyro as
support
well,
when he tries to make a
445.
break for it.
This
He's
is
got
really
Otten
bad
on
for
stern,
Opor.
but that smoke screen does not help
Really
matters.
bad, real quick. Look at the I7's already crossing over K3 or like
And
looking
now
at cat side.
Katsai out in the open, taking
Well,
one
Moscow's
by
not
the
bad.
ISM. Good
We're
shot
all
by
higher
Conrad, I
right now,
believe.
so we might look at
And they're now going to make it over without paying anything for that. So normally for that cross you have to pay a lot of HP. They're going to do it for completely
And
free.
they're
I
being
mean,
careful
Kono
around
just
these
can't
top
believe
gates.
his luck, or the luck that he's in right now. Doesn't want to cross. He believes there should be more guns.
I'm
by
well
the
aware
enemy,
that it's
but
not
instead
actually
there
dying,
is
it's
going to be
actually the bigger
North
sniper
aggression
who's
by
called
the
himself
defenders, by
out.
Opor.
Yeah, but they have to somehow re-push an AMX M4 on the hill,
Yeah, good luck.
which is not going to
Good
be
luck.
too easy. I mean, is that Orchek on top of the hill?
21.
It is Orchek. The Orchek is
Moskva
1,500.
raining
Ooh,
down
Zuza.
fire on
Yo!
But it's Orchek on the. Actually, it's okay. It's okay for a port because Orchek is
Honestly, I think like
1,500 HP.
Salem
and Kubac is
missing
not
out on a
covering
full
him, and
heal
Orchek
there
is not
is
spotting
kind of gonna like suck.
either. So
He has two
Double
available
cap
still, so
going
it
on,
probably
and
wouldn't suck
crucially,
that
there's no tank heading through the one line that I can see right now that would be providing crossfire. And Orzek on the hill is going to get found by that double IS-7 slide roll. The low roll is going
actually,
to
it kinda sucks a lot right now.
IS-7s will take a bit more
Tokyo's
than one
supposed
more
to
salvo.
conquer
If they
over
don't
here?
set him on
In fact,
fire
this
here,
conquer
we
is,
can
like,
see
very
Rexar.
low.
He
Conga
does
line, conga
connect
line,
one
conga
with
line.
608 HP.
Bomb.
This means 2 more shots required. So
Go-
Jacob
come-
now being
come on.
forced into that
There
repush,
we
though.
go.
Profuse from the upper
Conga
side
line
is going
takes
to
down
farm
the
him.
Conqueror.
He should be
Alright,
taking
back over to,
tremendous amounts of
Salem.
punishment for this, as he
Otten.
does. Even getting Amarak in the process here,
Are we gonna go down
741,
here?
and that
He doesn't have
Escom
heal
is
available.
not
He's
going
got one
to
in
go
the
away.
pocket.
Yes, Profuse misses
Moskva
one,
still wins this. He
but
needs
Sir
a little bit
Jacob
of a
is just gonna have to
from
keep committing into this. Good HE reset. I think yeah, that was the most they could have.
But PSC's not interested.
but in
PSC's
return,
going
you
to
have
this
to
to
kill
instead.
that.
Let's have a look what this Salvo's going to do. Actually, this might
somehow. Vexer, are you making a
It
flop
hurts,
on this
but
one? He does need to be that way. Orchek can actually come ahead out of that one.
And he
He's
might
getting
just-
pressure from two sides though, from the front, from behind. As the hill is still in contention. Vexer finally picking up Orchek, but now Profuse facing off against a lot of guns. Conrad actually pushing out of the cap here. Kind of by himself and towards Fury and towards Ketsai. Ketsai is going to probably pick up Conrad in that I7 as he reloads. Ketsai picks it up. Kubash now crossing over.
Another Salvo comes in from the Yamato of PSC, takes him down. Okay, now Diamond can cap from here.
Kubash taking
maybe
one
even
more,
get a
making
kill on
him
the
towards
Clever
a
here.
one-shot.
Clever's kind of
Pans
caught in
Fury is
no
going to
man's
pick up
land.
Kono.
Radar
And
ready.
Kubash
River's not
also
ready to go.
falling in that
But there
CS.
is
This
a
means
Mugu
that
in
only
his face
Yosi and
spotting him,
Profuse
so, you know,
remain
Mugu
for
drops
the
smoke
side of
screen now.
Postro
Mosk
for the
comes around
attackers
corner.
here.
He gets
And
dark.
Opur
He gets
just
killed.
a solid, hard defense here in the south. They didn't have a lot of tanks, but Ketsai, I guess, just did the work of 3 here, still staying alive on 89, and Yosi, the last tank by Postro. He's just gonna get swarmed by the yellow tanks of Opur. They're just driving over him. The front llama not pointing towards the enemy anymore. And this is gonna mean that Opur, after a bit of few weird rounds this time, really pouncing and really able to show Postro what they're made of. I mean, it was sort of super messy, but I think Postro
CI4, but this could
they
go
didn't
either way.
expect this repush with the
Salvo comes out from PSC onto the Moskva. He's going to catch and he misses him completely. I think he got dark before Salvo came out.
Resetting not one, but all of the 2 tanks in the cap. That was beautifully played, and as I said, they couldn't have asked for more from that play.
Can potentially make some. Oh, he has the Moskva of.
Yes, to block Jacob and they
I can't read this name. That guy
or anybody.
And
but also Orchek not expecting the hill repush, getting caught out.
Still here,
the CS of Kubash kind of being useless.
And without the kill onto the
I mean, the
421 Moskva
that he did
PSC's being forced further and further back.
The only shot he did, he's kind of useless in this game.
Radar comes out from Blood Diamonds Moskva.
I don't know. Triple cap pressure there would have also
unless
won
PSC
them the game.
Can get a lob on this.
Yeah,
which I think
over.
He doesn't have the spot.
The CS just drives into the cap and shields the I7s. The game's over. The game is always over.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was daring smoke.
I think if Kubash goes to the cap there, the game is over 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to go CI4's way.
Postro does have the choice on Muro. So.
Yeah, Postro having the choice of
Daring Smoke comes
Muro.
out.
I mean, the second match of the day, the second one going to tiebreaker.
Especially not. Moskva's got no radars
here
left.
by the teams and the team around Conrad here. So Postro is gonna pick attack.
Freeform.
So.
Yeah, you don't see often that a team picks attack on a tiebreaker, but
this Moskva is in a position.
And I think
a good position, not a bad position.
And I think that also adds a quite different layer of mind games, because I think now in the pool we have like
this Daring is looking for the conga line torpedoes. Like if this Yamato gets around the corner onto the face that Moskva dies. However, he has to give
but then we have
do
Muro and Tundra.
Shot comes out onto the other Moskva. This is what we're talking about.
Attack sided, which adds that little layer on. Complexity when
RNG says no, you are not blessed
also,
this day.
Why is Muro banned? And then the tiebreaker basically, as soon as the pick and ban is done with the regular maps, then you do a separate pick and ban with the maps that got banned out. So this is basically how this comes to pass.
Mugu and Diamond are winning this fight against this Moskva slowly. However, PSC is paying for it with his
predictions, though, Turkey.
I think he got cheeked on the way out there, and he didn't really get anything. Yeah, he goes down.
I mean, it's all out the window, no?
Let me cheat.
So it's up to Mugu and Diamond to somehow get a kill on this Moskva and then try and find a DD kill after that.
You did the same, dude. We're all the Opur bandwagon. Let's go.
There's only 3 minutes left on the game. I don't think you get this.
You're unpredictable.
You just have to go now. You have to go balls to wall, and I don't think you get to do that.
Exactly.
PSC not being able to make that kill
there. I guess
there.
both of us now waving the flag of the resistance. Still, if we recap the matchup until now, I think the Postro victories looked kind of more convincing, but in the end, if you get the rounds on the board, no one cares anymore.
It's only one round, it's a best of one now either way. Yeah. The last 6 rounds, they were there for show. It's
not available, no heals left, so he's going to die to this double fire here. But then they're going to have to come out and do something. Like, the amount of time left on the battle clock, got 2 minutes left. And you need
we also, if we talk about
I don't know how many more points you need.
Talk about
can you block? You can't block B. Diamond spotted.
All I'm going to say is everybody's lucky that Thomas is not here.
Oh, right. There's a Moskva behind.
We could just send them the graphics cards already.
Diamond goes down.
All right.
There goes their hopes.
Anyway, Muro going to be the tiebreaker in between Pozdro and Opor.
Just leave the Mugu. Go for the Solo Warrior.
The team around Conrad with the selection
There's a
of
daring
the
there with 4 times his HP pool. There's another daring with 2 times his HP pool.
Now Opor coming into this one with an
There's also a
IS-7,
Moskva.
1S Conk, triple VZ and double Batchat. You love to see it.
3,000 health versus 35,000 health. Seems like a fair fight.
Pozdro in return though, IS-7 mouse, double 277, double S-Chung, and ACS. Bit more of a standard lineup, I would say.
I think though, once again, double medium on one team, one medium only on the other one. So over time, Opor would be generating more map control. So Pozdro, they need to sort of force those engagements directly from the start. Rishek and Katsai driving towards the one line both. This means that together with that triple VZ, they have a tremendous amount of
apparently I need to get him
firepower
the next game
in their clips.
Congratulations to
we're going to
CI4.
Conrad, Kono, Kubash, all of those players in purple
I need to get back into
driving, racing towards that one cap. We're going to have to wait and see how good the punishment actually is on the 277. So far, not a lot.
Not a lot indeed. These VZs here just trying to punish if somebody crosses over. Tisa crossing himself. And just right now, looks like both these teams duking it out on 1-2, and they're fine with that. But immediately, what you talked about earlier is coming into effect. That double Batchat rotational force power mobility has or is allowing Opor to start exploring the right-hand side of the map. However, what the Batchat does
hang on.
is the fact that there is that mouse which will eat 2 clips from the bat. Like, it eats 2 clips.
The thing is also, like, right, Muravanka, there's
Who are you people?
some shots into DJ Muravanka. There's a lot of fences, a lot of houses, a lot of rubble everywhere.
Okay, so we have a team of additionals. So we've got Tato versus RTX. I'm going to quickly set the over this.
But you have the problem that
reset team A, reset team B.
Tato will get stuck somewhere in all of those fences. Now Orzek, he is kind of sideways towards the shots right now, but Rishek already with the long rotation. The problem being though that Yosi also is HP boosted.
Yosi is spotted though.
Anyway.
Ooh, yeah, true. Yosi is spotted.
Irish Tatos versus Exhausted Tide.
Opens up, but he misses the first one. I don't think he gets spotted in return, so Yosi probably doesn't really know what's up right now. But the mouse, crucially, Orzek, the tank that is supposed to waste the time of the Batchats, hasn't taken any damage as of yet. And now, on their defense, they've lost HP. They're down 2.5k.
Going to be right. Look, I'm going to have to alt tab every time I want to find out what the green team are called, because obviously they came in at the last minute.
Some of the rotations,
and they've all just been given additional press accounts. So, Tato are going to be running Kremlin, Kerfers, Booster, Minotaur, Colbert, Uring, Khabarovsk, and Yuyan.
Can they capitalize on this?
Right,
maybe.
That's
right now,
that's definitely a thing. Then meanwhile, OSTX is going to be running Kremlin, Burgoyne, Salem, Moskva, Henry Fort, Shimakazi, Darren, Clever. Right, so the important question on everybody's mind is, are you members of the cult of the Church of 1 Million?
It's rotating towards
no, they spotted Conrad though. They know Yosi and Conrad were there. That's why they're grouping up for everything. They don't know the mouse is crossing over, but they know that he's in the middle of the map though. Whether he's at D5 or D7, it doesn't make a difference if you're pushing down 1-2.
And the thing is,
that's a
count
range
clip
mod
potential.
called disqualified
is
immediately.
3k plus double Batchat, that's another 4k. So we're at around 7k clip potential. Plus Rexel, plus Pansfury, who are in the single shooters. And indeed, I think the engagement is going to get sprung here. Triple VZ driving forward. Rexa also in the IS-7 taking some damage, but I think this might be good for Opor on their defense. Yes, they're currently down in HP, but watch at the purple bar that's going to get melted.
Yeah, here comes Opor with the bats coming from the top. Katsai actually bailing out. Rishek deciding to bail out as well for some reason. I was convinced they would keep going here, but they actually halted. And don't know why. They had the perfect opportunity here to press W and eliminate, but I guess they're just happy with pushing the tanks back behind the corner. Orchek now kind of crossing through no man's land though. Now DJ is going for Fury, Jacob as well. They pick up Kubash. They're keeping the Batchats and reinforcements. Conrad Josie getting spotted out as well now. T6 falling low. He's on 9 HP, but still alive.
Range
they
mod.
don't get fed to a lot of misses there on towards him.
Right,
but
build on
now
this team.
Conrad Josi spotted out, and that's Rishak and Ketside's
ball,
territory in those
yeah,
bar shots. If they get a good push here, if they get a good engagement, they will be eliminating these two tanks. Ketside takes the first.
But
They
he's
want to
running,
take this
he's
fight.
not running,
Keep in mind, the Opor is still
He's not
down.
running boy, no. He's running
He's like falling now. Ketside,
John
Rishak
Jackson
getting reinforced by Rexar as well.
They're
They
both
want to
running
take down Conrad. They want to take down
Josi,
Josi, but they need to find a good engagement. In the meantime, Orchek in that mouse, trying to tank, trying to make it work, but the HP now evening out. Now Ketsai, Rishak, they're coming in, they're trying to finally make it work with Rexar leading the charge. Yozi is getting deleted here down towards the one-shot. Conrad not faring much better. Jacob needs to get himself into safety though. Ketsai is looking to pick up Conrad. Can he do it? He can. Yozi, Conrad falling in quick succession. Jura in return though, in his Eskung, in a bit of trouble as well though. Orchek is going to be picking him up, and as the dust settles, it's going to be a 4v4 against even HP.
4v4 with even HP, but crucially double bat shot on the side of Opor. And that double bat shot cannot be underestimated. On an open map that offers so many pushes like Muravanka. On the other side, we have quadruple heavy tank. Ozek is a possible one-shot for the bat shots. Tinfed, a possible one-shot for the bat shots. And everyone else is even in one-clip range. Even Profuse that has the most HP out of any tanks on the Postro team. They are currently down one shot off HP, but the thing is though, bat shots, they can just run circles around the attackers. Now, Rexar with that IS-7 cannot really be collapsed upon, still too much HP, and still Sir Jacob also with that easy offering his clip potentially. You can see Ketsai now carefully going around the map, puts in the first shot against Ozek.
See, we said literally everything else. That's Kremlin, Kerfist, Minotaur, Karov, Yuyan,
you could almost say, as Ozek does die to Sir Jacob, and now you can see just the power of the double medium tank that is